6 steps to make your video more interesting from a guy who doesn't know how to make videos. What up, y'all? This is actually maybe an hour after the last video, but I wanted to talk a little bit after editing that video, right? I was watching it, I was like, this video is boring as frick. The kittens, they were the star of the show. They're still back there right now playing around. I did some chores since then. Had to put a hat on. Still need to shave. And still got to cut the grass. But as I was saying, I was watching that video over, doing the little bit of editing that I do on my phone's iMovie. Because as you know, all shot on iPhone. That's it. That's the extent of this editing process right now, especially when the videos are as low effort, some may say, as this one, or as they have been. But I was sitting there thinking, after editing that one, I was like, how can I make this video, or these videos, just a little more interesting? I know it's the way I've been doing it lately, where it's like a random yap session about things I'm interested in. It's like, it's definitely not providing any value to y'all in the grand scheme of things, unless you're, doing the motto of finding your interests, finding the connections of why you like those interests within your life. But hearing me talk about mine, boring half the time, I bet. So today we're gonna postulate on ways I could improve these vids. First, so much loud noises outside. I doubt y'all can hear it, but first would be video structure. That's the first point. So I guess we'll scratch this and say, how can we improve our videos? Y'all and me. I'll give you some ideas you can have some ideas from a guy who doesn't make good videos. Video structure is number one. I think that's definitely a big lack in the department. I think the second video I made, maybe second or third, where I think I was in the car yapping. Now this one was just like a slideshow of pictures, because I was trying something different on that one. But I had like a topic I was talking about, and then at the end I threw in the interest. And I feel like that one had some pretty good flow, and I found that one interesting. Honestly, most of them I feel like have been pretty. We'll go number 2. So structure, hold on. We'll do it live. For structure, right? I think what I need to do is kind of bullet out, come in with the hook, right? We all know how to make a video here. Come in with the hook, get y'all interested in, so you stick around. Tell you, 3 things I'm about to tell you. Tell you those 3 things. Wrap it up. Tell you what you've learned. That seems to work. There's only as many ways you can make a person-to-person, me talking to a camera with no script video interesting. And I feel like you might need an interesting topic. But a lot of times it's like I have a lot of topics I've kind of learned, but maybe I just need to be more confident in trying to explain said topics while I'm interested in them, because me dropping like 6 things I'm interested in and not really explaining it, I feel like it's been the biggest issue so far. So a little bit more structure. Number 2, let's keep it fun, y'all. After watching that last video that I edited, I'm still gonna upload it. If those kittens weren't in it, I don't think I'd upload it, because I think it'd be, which are they in the background? Oh yeah, look at him down there. That's Shungy Wonkies. Oh, and she's touching my leg down there. If those kittens weren't in the video, that video would have been boring, y'all. Nothing going on. Interest-wise, like, I feel like it was monotone, very a very good portion of the time. You know, I did wake up, it's early, so I'll give myself some credit, but we need to step it up a little bit. So that's number 2. Don't be so freaking monotone. Who's gonna watch that? Maybe to fall asleep. 3, we'll just throw this in right now, thumbnails. Look, I don't want to make a thumbnail, all right? Especially not right now. Maybe the picture of me talking is enough. I feel like in today's grand scheme of YouTube, like a lot of the times for like, especially these kind of videos where you're just like talking to the camera, like that's enough, but hasn't been the case so far, so maybe I'm wrong, but work on your thumbnails. I'm not gonna do it, at least for now. Maybe you should. 4, haven't thought this far. As I said, this is quick yap off the dome as usual, which is why number 1, we structure. Maybe number 4 should be script. At least like a little bit, like within the structuring. 4 can be like 1B, like 1A is structure, 1B is script, so that you can like have some content to talk about in the structure, which a lot of the time I do have like a little bit of bullets, but maybe I need a little more than just like a broad topic, like a little more explanation of what I'm gonna say. Glad I've been consistent with this channel and the Substack. Go follow Zach Yard on Substack. I think I need more branding maybe. Oh, that's another thing. Maybe 5, branding. The Zach Yard, you know, it's a play on backyard, as you may know. And it's kind of supposed to be like, this is my turf. Like, this is the Zach Yard. This is my backyard. I'm out in the yard, as the Substack thing is called. Like, I'm out in the world. I'm out in the yard, touching grass. You know, kind of fun branding. I think I need to work on like the actual maybe aesthetics of the branding, to, you know, have a bit more memorable. That's something I can actually work on, and honestly, that could be fun too, as like a little side thing I can work on. So 5 will be branding. Work on your personal brand. I don't like saying that really, honestly, that much, but you know, be memorable. Have something that sticks in people's mind. There's a 8 billion people out there. I'm sure there's like 900 that look like me. So if I don't have a visual aesthetic that matches me, I'm just one of those other people. So wait, we'll record this part. 6 steps to make your video more interesting from a guy who doesn't know how to make videos. Yeah, that'll be good. So I've been looking back at old TikToks. I don't have TikTok anymore, but when I would make TikToks of like Pokemon content, I feel like I always have so much fun and like weirdly nostalgia, like they weren't even like, I recorded like a video of like my Pokemon White 2 playthrough, like team for Gym 2, just on the DS, and it was like a minute video of just like my team and saying like what moves they have and stuff. But I still have that like recorded on my phone, and when I look back through my camera roll sometimes and I see that, literally last year, I get nostalgic about it. I'm like, man, that was, and it wasn't good. It's not like it did that like well or anything on TikTok. I guess it got decent views, but it's like it didn't really get me anywhere. But maybe it's just the content that I'm making. I need to find a way to spice it up. Step 6 will be the spice, okay? Figure out what really makes you tick, and then incorporate that into your videos more. Like maybe I'm just missing kind of that playful gaming, playful, you know, childhood fun that I have. You know, a lot of these videos have been stuff that, you know, that I'm currently interested in that has to do with like working on my house. Not really that, like, I don't talk that much about working on my house, but like, you know, got the house. It just talked about like the cars and stuff and how I want to do like a car project. And a lot of the stuff I've been doing has been like working on the house, like wiring these freaking lights. I have like all these lights at my house I had to wire and everything. It's like, maybe I'm just a little sick of being old. Sick of being unk, as the kids might say. And I want to go back to maybe making some content, or at least alluding to content that reminds me of a child that I love and enjoy. Maybe that has to do with Legos. Maybe that has to do with Pokemon. I don't know. So that's it. We'll talk more. Just wanted to brainstorm. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.